Mitchell. May have to get the. I know they have a cut man. I don't know if they have a tape man over there. So might be able to find some tape to help him out. And if he gets going,
those passes that you will see come from him if you're Wes Miller. But look, you dealt with that all season. You know exactly what kind of player the coach is.
End to end. There's that speed.
A lot this season where guys kind of forget about him a little bit. He's got to go get his own. I'm with you, Tim. I'm not saying he needs to be a feature guy, but I think when things get a little stuck in the game for DePaul, he's right there.
Oh, again, backdoor.
Joshua Jefferson with 8. A 10-point Cyclone advantage. Iowa State has led the entire way. And a jumper is good. Complete breakdown. It's all coming up on Sunday. Lukosius, high arcing shot, and that'll go.
Dean, too strong. Reed on the offside with the rebound. 3 early turnovers for Cincinnati. James probes, sends it to the open man. That's a 3 right side, knocked down.
Individually, the Cincinnati team. I mean, Mark, this team was ranked 14th at the end of December. They're the champions of Ohio this year. They beat Ohio State, Cincinnati, and Xavier.
You said the word. Individually, you love the pieces. It's
yeah.
Reed threes up and in. Jennings. Dig that time pays off for Day-Day as he creates a steal.
And that's because Mitchell held his ground. Watch the lob. Yep.
And Dago.
They're like, what was that?
Point lead for the Pokes, and it's back down to 9.
Yeah, I mean, Doug McDaniel, once he got on the same page as Jerome Tang, and they'll tell you that inside the program, and that's just a huge error by go. He needs to go move inside first, then move back out, because he is really good down low.
We talked about his inability to dribble penetration with the knee issue, but if you just plant yourself down there, you can still make a good post move.
Well, and then if he does draw the double, that's when he is very effective finding the open man.
Just 4 assists per game is Day-Day Thomas. Facilitator for this team. He averages 5 assists per game this year. He's had 10 or more assists twice. This game tonight, just 2 assists. He shot the ball a lot. 4 of 11 from the floor. As Josh Reed.
Seems a little bit cold here to start.
Let's see if they can sucker them into some of these double teams. There's a double team. Houston gets out of it so quick and gets matched up again. That's what they do better than anybody in the country. There's a double team. Reverse it.
James got an open man. And the 3 goes.
Something with it offensively.
Uzan from the elbow. Off the mark. Rebound to Cincinnati. And Tyler Betsy in the lineup as well.
Lukosius going straight up with it. Got it.
He can shoot it, and so can Tyler.
Got it.
They've got so many weapons. So many weapons. And that's the maturity of this team. Arsenal had a play called for him, but he still gave it up to Uzan.
Lukosius, he'll drain a 3 on the other end. They needed that.
They don't know who to go to at the end of the game. But now he's sure he's got Fryer, Uzan, and Sharp, and Roberts. Great look for Lukosius.
Lukosius, and he got it.
Nice.
Third 3 for Lukosius.
This Houston team is as good as any of those 4 seeds. I'm convinced. I've watched a lot of their games, but seeing them live here today, they're capable definitely of winning the national championship.
Especially the slow start they got off to. Had that not happened, we'd be looking at a bigger blowout than we have right now. But yes. Dago underneath.
And he's hit a pair of 3s since halftime.
And I love how BJ Edgecombe doesn't force the issue. He just lets the game come to him, and he does a good job of playing the right way, shooting when he's open, driving when he needs to, but doesn't force anything. And that's a great drive right there.
To the baseline, the 3. Go!
Area, and as soon as he feels the contact, as soon as he feels your body pressing against his, he rises up and goes over the top of you for either a floater or to create separation with the step back.
We've hit the 2-minute mark until the half. Here's James. Skillings, triple.
Airballed a 3 earlier, so he was a little bit hesitant to shoot that, but got the pump fake and finished through Dylan Mitchell. That's a high-level finish.
James, Bandego, all alone. Count it, and one.
Behind the arc, we've seen him take more threes in the last 6-7 games than we've seen him take all season. He's just continuously growing as a player.
Oh, Mitchell slips and dunks it.
NBA 87 times. How about this? Oscar averaged 29, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. West averaged 28, 6 and 6. Two of the greats of all time from these two proud programs.
And now the best shooting guard in America wins the Jerry West Award.
That's right.
And the National Player of the Year wins the Oscar Robertson Award. Here's the freshman, Tyler Betsy. Bombs away on your...
In the first half, passed up some drives, chances to get fouled.
Here's a lob, and Bandego finishes from job on the rebounding end.
Shoot it.
James does, off the back iron, but another tap back. And a deep three from Day Thomas.
Mitchell.
With Wes Miller playing the 2 point guards and adjusting to this lineup to start games, Chris, what type of options does that give Wes?
Well, in transition, it gives you 2 guys who can push. And then here, you can kind of pick on the matchup you like the best.
James shovels it to Aziz Bandego in the reverse, and it crawls in. Here in the second half, have you noticed anything different with Iowa State?
Yeah, they've been more aggressive with Jizzle James. They've made him have to defend.
They have all but 3 points for this Utah team so far.
Cincinnati is dreadfully small right now, and Craig Smith's taking advantage of it. He sees that Mitchell and Reed are their 2 bigs up front. I don't know if they can handle Asar and Lovering.
So far they have not. Those two have combined for 18 points. Lovering's got 10. Josh Reed, high arcing 3 is good. Keep the good reception. The pass up ahead. Day Thomas with the left. No. Got his own rebound. They swing it through. Reed left alone. Back to back for Josh Reed. Coaches in their 4th years at their respective schools, both searching for their first trip to the NCAA tournament. Both had success at lower levels. Craig Smith at Utah State. Aziz Bandego. Sar face to face with Bandego. Cincinnati continues to dominate the glass, now plus 12 rebounding margin for Cincinnati.
Good defense by Bandego. He said, dared him to shoot. He gave him that little bit of room on the perimeter, and he got the fadeaway.
Dan Skillings finds. Jizzle James steps up to the 3-point line. Comes up short. Reed tracks down the offensive rebound. Reed driving, floating with the left. Gets the roll.
Now they're going to use some clock now and get the ball in the right man's hands. This is where Thomas and James together really effective when you need ball handling and great passing.
Bandego flushes it home.
Under consideration. They have work to do, King, but they have a chance to do that. Alongside King McClure, I'm Chucky Kempf. This game has some serious importance when it comes to March.
And you hope if you're Wes Miller that you can carry over that momentum from the UCF game. Your offense was struggling this whole season, but last game.
Cincinnati's offense has slowed down a little bit as Saunders hits both free throws and puts the Cougars in front. And they were not phased when this place was going crazy and Cincinnati was knocking down every shot. BYU unfazed, and they put together a 12-2 run over the last 5 minutes. Reed inside, back for Jizzle James. Has already hit 4 from long range. Bandego, what a catch!
Mag knew not to go jump and contest that.
19 points at Cincinnati in front of his friends and families from Tampa. Lukosius from three. That's a guy they
Cincinnati's a slower team, wants to play in the half court. UCF is a faster team. They want to play constantly in transition and early offense. You can feel the flow of this game favors the Knights because of how quickly they're pushing after rebounds or deflections.
Knights also with 2 offensive rebounds early on, and how about the line?
Feel as if that could be an obvious statement that you and I talk about all the time, but just 4 of the 11 turnovers from UCF have come from Darius Johnson.
They go to Mitchell again. There's no.
I don't even know what's happening right now in this game.
We're seeing some athletic displays, and then here to Bandego.
You know the press is coming.
Oh, broken up on the spin, and here comes Mitchell on the open floor. Clear.
That's his second field goal made in as many attempts today, and it's an 11-8 lead for West Virginia.
They're really good defensively here. This West Virginia team contests.
Report. Stop Madsen. Stop Gabe Madsen.
Jizzle James is the son of Edgerrin James, the Hall of Fame running back. He's actually Edgerrin James Jr. His dad gave him the nickname Jizzle, and that's kind of his on-court persona. Betsy! Oh. That's a deep three. That's a sloppy turnover.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati gets the ball right back.
It's not pretty. Film's not going to go to the Louvre in Paris.
No. Lukosius adds a three.
Big time.
Aziz Bandego returns to the floor, and for a year he played just 10 minutes up the road at Utah Valley for Mark Madsen. And now in his second year at Cincinnati at Utah Valley, he was the WAC Defensive Player of the Year. And they get it to him over the top. Leads the break. Mawit Mag. And it's poked away and stolen by Cincinnati. Transition three. Simas Lukosius rattles it in for the Cougars.
And you want to talk about great signs. Cannon catches. You're slowly starting to see the confidence develop now for this young man.
Arrington Page, nice usage of the win. And the thing that probably infuriates Wes Miller about the way this game is unfolding is that three-point defense. He was not happy as the backdoor lob for Dylan Mitchell.
For Texas Tech.
That was good offense by Texas Tech. Now it's a little bit more of a rhythm. Oh, Williams has the 2 turnovers, and that's very unusual for him.
Ball game in .5 minutes. Bandego curling. James fire. Offensive rebound. Hawkins lines one up. Texas Tech, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the Big 12, showing you why here. Second and third chance opportunities. We saw quite a few in the first half. Lukosius left alone and makes
thought to soft doubling him or hard doubling him because his assisted turnover is not good. And when he catches it down there, he wants to do one thing, and that's score.
Mitchell takes the lob, resets, finish.
A pass. I've been in those situations before.
Miller, long three. Are they settling for some of these shots?
Absolutely. Don't fall in love with the three, especially when you're on the road.
Lukosius, the deep triple. Timeout, Arizona State.
Get the ball in the Freeman's hands. Middle of the floor. That's a harder place to double team.
It's now a 9-0 run to make it a 4-point game. James probing dribble. Flicks out of the wing. 3-ball. Yes!
Yakimovsky. Another three from Dak this time. Still a lid on it over 3 minutes in for Colorado, but nothing happening on this end offensively either. Jizzle James. Skillings contested deep, triple goes. Quick pass.
Shoot that.
Jope inside. That's going to be tough to finish over Bandego.
Yeah, Jope had the open three. Just shoot that ball.
Up top for Mitchell. There's the athleticism.
One. Shaquille Moore on the drive. And Moore has a shot blocked from behind. Dylan Mitchell hustling back defensively.
Mitchell swallowed up that shot.
Now attacks. The reverse by Mitchell.
In hostile territory against one of the best defenses and one of the best teams in the country. Your officials, Tony Padilla, Brett Smith, Kip Kissinger. Cincy in their home whites controls the opening tip.
Cincinnati's going to play 5 out. They spread it. They love to get downhill, and they love to lob that basketball to Bandego and Mitchell.
Jizzle James, number 2 in white. What a jump from freshman year to sophomore year it's been for him. 8 on the shot clock for the Bearcats. Here's James. There's the lob, and right on cue for the Cats. Bradley with 4 on the timer. No good. Mitchell clears, and a chance for Cincinnati to tie or take the lead.
Yeah, excellent defensive possession for 30 seconds. Forced a tough shot. Mitchell with another rebound.
And that one switches on to Bradley, but it's Townsend with it in the block. Swatted away by Bandego.
Biggest possession of the game right here.
James. Mitchell. Yes! 10 on the shot clock for Arizona. Caleb Love. 1 and done. They've got Day Thomas at the other end. Thomas puts it in.
They're going to be happy. Road wins. You can give them Subway sandwiches. It's going to taste like filet mignon when you win on the road.
So another gut-wrenching loss for the Cincinnati Bearcats, who will fall to 0-2.
The Big 12 opener. Just don't think it's a surprise that Hawkins is getting more looks and more confidence because Doug McDaniel is playing so well, taking pressure off of everybody else at the point guard position.
McDaniel, who only played 5 minutes in the loss in the last game against Wichita State, got the start in this game. And coming in off the bench most of the season. Incredible. A lob from Hawkins. Worked out to McDaniel. Wide right. Mitchell vacuums it in. And Cincinnati has a chance to tie or go in front. Lukosius has been quiet. Stuck on 4 points. James lobs. Mitchell ties it up. Skillings, they dare him. Makes some pay.
That helps you as a player.
Lob to the corner. Skillings saves it from going out. Into this set. James up top. What a tip.
Ross on the drive. High arcing shot. A couple of bounces off the rim. Doesn't go down. It happened right on cue for you there, Terry. The smothering defense and then this steal and dunk for Dylan Mitchell. It's 7-2 Cincinnati. 3 minutes gone. Another lob. This one for Bandego. And then Hutchinson almost banked that in from the corner.
How do you do that?
Run to the rim for Bandego. A chance for a 3-point play. It's in the good up fake, but a better closeout by James. Good zip pass to Ray, who starts this second half and dribbled it off his foot. Lobbing it up again. Bandego picking up where he left off.
So starting to put it on cruise control, trying to head into the Christmas break.
Defense by Newton, staying right with Lukosius. Finally, one goes in for Lukosius.
In the Xavier game, although he had tough defense and willed his team to win in that game, as we got a steal here by Dylan Mitchell.
He's got another one. Almost threw it away. Shovel pass back to James. Skillings open 3. Not many better looks than that.
I mean, if you just take one up.
Too short on the 3 ball. In transition, alley-oop, Skillings.
Got to get back. Just have to tell you next lifetime. Those are song titles, by the way. See you next lifetime. Erykah Badu's R&B artist.
couldn't get it back to him. Now it's Santos on the take. That's not there. And Cincinnati's James has it. Lukosius on the drive. Was for three, and it looked just like the other night in that same spot against UNLV where he came up with a big tray. Now it's an 8-point game.
Fearless. Not afraid to miss a shot.
Dayton is riding a 5-game winning streak coming into this game here as Lukosius puts up season, but Cincy has done a nice job of really shutting that option down tonight as Latong misses on a 3. Lukosius has it. Skillings. Look at that.
At the rim.
Off the bounce, this is Foster. His shot off the mark. And Cincinnati looking to push, throwing it up, and Bendigo caught a body. Extra opportunity for Xavier. And now they lose it. James throws it up.
The paint, even on the weak side, you start watching the ball, and as you ball watch, that allows a seam for that back cut. The beautiful job by Swain.
Going up top to the rafters.
But sometimes in life, what you want and what you get are two very different things. Remember that next week for the holidays.
Lukosius on the drive, avoids the defender and plays it in.
On skates a little bit and hit the brakes and lifted and knew he had to put a little extra on it, and it was perfect.
James will use the screen from Bendigo. Now goes up to his big man on his head.
Inbound to Harper. Excellent wraparound pass, but it's knocked away from Campbell. Up ahead to Mitchell. Skips through for the flush.
Just takes his time, and that's what gave the Bearcats that lead. The string of turnovers to start the second half.
They've committed 10 overall in this game, including a bunch to open up the second half. They go one and done there. James, look at this! Wow! Stop it!
Season opener, he struggled to find a shooting stroke since.
It opens up things for others. Oh, he's pinned down.
Lukosius got it. The tie of the game for Poplar. 2.5 to play in the first. Unbeaten Cincinnati.
Villanovan's done a really good job on the relocating of Seamus.
3 to 3. Rainbow 3, and he knocks it. Perkins guarding James. Wide open Mitchell. Wow, that's a breakdown. But
the consistency of the program is incredible.
No doubt. But if they can start to build some momentum, that's something they really couldn't sustain last year, even after a couple of good early wins. This is a start, no doubt. Thomas a 3.
Alabama State getting some good looks. But since that Knox bucket to open up the game, struggling to get anything else to go. James, the lob up top, and boy, he's really...
That's why it's important to have true depth.
Madlock turns it over. Mitchell leaking up ahead, and he can throw it down.
College kids trying to get the mindset to be just trained assassins on a nightly basis.
2 at the line for Madlock, his first 2 points. Lukosius, wraparound pass to James. They play catch. James trying to go to work. He'll lob it up. Look at that!
She is building a winner. We all talk about what Wes Miller is doing, but understand women's basketball for UC. Get your stock in them right now because they are trending.
Betsy, everything opened up for him. All of a sudden, the 2 teams have hit a bit of a slog here. Lukosius tries to change it. He cannot. He'll size this one up. Can't get much more open than that.
They're just driving in on their own, one-on-one, getting stuck and not knowing what to do. Run some stuff. Don't just go out and go down the alley and hope you can beat your man.
Luke O'Brien getting walked in by Dylan Mitchell, who swirls it around him. And gets it.
They need George to get going. He's someone who brings everyone up with them, but Cincinnati moves quick in transition.
Attempts to drive in. O'Brien weasels his way down the baseline, but he leaves it short.
Little short, but I want to see O'Brien take his chances more. He's a big 6'8" wing that can shoot threes. He's a coach's dream.
Alley-oop attempt, and there's another one. Gets it, but well outside the paint. He'll try and back it down. Here comes the help. And Dongo turns it over. It's James and Mitchell. Will they go to the sky again? Yes! And the Bearcats are reigning on their scatter report. They're going to get a lot more attention this year as sophomores. Dongo, a preseason All-ACC pick. And it's been challenging at times early on this year for those two.
Yeah, there's a guy.
Hickman catch and shoot. Yes. Good to see Day Thomas getting this many minutes. He's already matched his total from his first game of the season, 13 against Northern Kentucky.
Also interesting seeing him on the floor with Jizzle James. See how they work as a backcourt.
I'd say they work pretty well.
They work.
To the basket. You got to be able to play some defense before they get there.
Collins coming off a near double-double. 9 and 12 in the win over NKU. First shot.
Great stop by the Bearcats. This is where you make up for it.
Betsy catch and shoot. He's been on fire.
Harrison Page got to be more of a presence defensively for the Bearcat. What an offensive play there.
Trey English transferred from McNeese. Won the Southland Conference last year. Went to the tournament as Page. West. Bandego pinned it. Numbers for Cincinnati. James, the lob. Mitchell, the slam.
Speak two. I speak English and hood. You know, some hip hop. Other than that. Oh, my.
Wow. He's on one.
Very effective, up by 22.
I think the point you were making, Terry, before the great lob being finished by Bandego, and I noticed this when I went to Europe as well, is a lot of other nations speak English almost as well as Americans do, and it's really become a big point of emphasis for Cincinnati with Lukosius.
He wipes the sweat off of his mouth and points at Aziz Bandego and says, take that.
James lobs it up, and a good catch and finish from
rebound, push it up, even with traffic.
More off the mark from three, and Jizzle James has the rebound. Good pass up ahead to Skillings, found himself open for the lay-in.
With the Vuga, that's a name. That you just coined that phrase for a bank-in shot.
From Slovenia. Skillings will try the answer, and he's got it. Going to take him a little bit of time, and he told us just stay calm, be patient. It's all going to work out once he gets comfortable.
Yeah, he also said we're asking him to do stuff he hasn't been asked to do before.
Wraparound pass to find him here from Skillings. The kick out all the way over to Lukosius.
Ball movement.
To the Bearcats, sizing up Moore. Hopping into the lane. Moore with the really good defense, but it's tipped out back to James. On the lob, the one.
He points up and says, just throw it up to the rim, I'll get it.
That's 7 foot right there. This one to Mitchell, a little too far away, but still the Bunnies.
To playing time. Don't care if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, or even grad assistant, you got to put the work in.
That was Christian Moore for Arkansas. Pine Bluff with the 3. And Griffith answers.
In the hierarchy as far as shots being taken and how the plays are going to be ran for them.
A wide open under the basket. Bad defense.
With a walk because Aziz got away with a foul.
Give and take.
Yeah, he hip checked them.
Lukosius tried to dump it down. Bandego comes away with it. Griffith through traffic and one.
My Jizzle.
He's got it now.
Oh, look at the pump fake.
And Lukosius